Hey. Hey, Instagram. Peace to you, YouTube and Instagram. I always do that. TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Goddamn, welcome in, y'all. Hey. How was your day? Mine was lovely. Welcome in, y'all. Hey. Merry Venus Day, day. Peace, TT. What it do? What it be? Peace, Crystal. How was y'all day? Peace, Graffiti. Apex, peace and love. Greetings unto you. We about to get started. Y'all know we running divine as always. It's all right because we here. We here, my dear. And I came bearing gifts. I came bearing gifts. I got jangles on my hips. A little liner on my lips. TT said the day was smooth. How about yours? Same. Crystal said these colors though. Ashe. Graffiti said correction. Illustrious Lady Oba. Ashe. I love y'all. So I adopted a little system that I had. Remember like a month ago I shared with y'all how I had a content schedule where I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on these things each day. And it helped me with organizing my thoughts, helped me with organizing my responsibilities and my checklist, my duties and things. And I've been having that same concept when it comes to jewelry lately, and it's helped a ton. Typically when I create jewelry, it's always inspired, like it's always, I'm always in a certain space, but I'll make different kind of jewelry in one sitting. Normally I'll make some bracelets, I may make some necklaces, I may make some anklets. I'll just mix it up and just kind of freestyle with it. But over this past week, unintentionally, I think I was doing something. I was creating like an anklet and I had got a flow. I was like, I'm going to create all the links first and then I'm going to add them, because normally I'll create the links, add it, create, add. But I was like, no, while I'm in this flow of creating the links, I'm just going to make all the fucking links. And then I'm going to add all of the links together. And it was just like separating those two steps made the creation process so much smoother. And I was like, wow, okay. And so over the past week, I'll be like in my zone of creating something. And I'm like, I'm going to make a couple of them. And that's been my task of the day. So it started with the arm cuffs this week. I made one arm cuff and I was like, okay, well, let me make two. And then after I finished two, I was like, let me make a few. Because I was just already in that zone. So I was like, let me just bust them out. And I bust out 7 intentionally because of that. The numerological meaning behind it. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to bust out 7. And that's my project for the day. And after I finished those 7, I was done for that day. The next day, it was lock jewelry. I was like, okay, I'm going to knock out lock jewelry. That's all I'm doing today. Knocked out my 23 pieces of lock jewelry. And I was like, okay, I'm done for the day with that. The next day, what was it? What else did I create? Same like when it came to the pendulums. I knocked out all the pendulums at one time. I was like, okay, that's done. What else did I do, y'all? I did something else. It was lock jewelry. It was arm cuffs. What else did I bring to the table this week? I guess it was this, the wands that I'm speaking of that I'm about to talk about in a minute. But yeah, so today was Project Pat bitch. It was Project Wand, and that was pretty cool, knocking those out. And they're all super beautiful, super different. And when I started the first one, I'm just gonna show y'all. Hold on. Welcome in, y'all. New and true to the Crystaline Mars show. I am your co-host, Mrs. Dublé Jones, the lady with the stones, the come here's. And the leave us the fuck alone. We have the crystals, the stones. We have the wands here as well. CrystalineMars.com, y'all. So like I was saying, this was the project of the day. And I first started with this chakra wand here. This chakra wand, great for meditation, great for keeping on your person. I remember when I first connected with selenite, I had to go around some energy that was more dense. And this was a time where I was like, I really struggled with speaking up for myself. I didn't know how to really draw healthy boundaries energetically. I struggled with coexisting with energies that were not on the same vibration. And I remember I had to go around this energy, and I had my selenite with me, and I literally felt the shield and the power literally radiating off of the selenite stick that I had. Selenite is great for cleansing out energy. Selenite is the energy cleanser, literally. Also, I love selenite because it's great for charging your stones and cleansing your stones. So it serves a multi-purpose. You can literally just have your stones around it. With these specific wands that I created, you can use them for meditation. You can have them on your person. You can hold them in your hand when things get a little heavy. They are definitely a go-to tool. So I created 7 wands that are now available on the website. And when I first started, I was going to make like 2 or 3 of these because I feel like these chakra ones are definitely going to move really fast. And so I was like, I'm going to make 2 or 3. But after I finished the first one, I was like, no, I want to make different styles, and I'll recreate. Some of them are unrecreatable, but some of them are. So I just started freestyling. So this is one of them. Again, this is the chakra selenite stick. Super freaking gorgeous. I love these. I can't remember the price for all of them. They are available on the website. So this is one. And they speaking of all of the wands I'm about to show y'all, they are also optional for a necklace. So they will make a fire ass necklace piece as well. Okay, if you were interested in that, you can choose that option for either a wand or a necklace. Okay, so we have the chakra one. We have a ocean jasper one. This is one of my faves as well. YouTube, the quality kind of sucks a little bit. You will get a better picture. Same for TikTok. Welcome in, y'all. But this one is one of my favorite too. Very simple, but I love the crystal and the coil as well. So this is another one. This is also one of my favorites. It's an aura quartz wand or necklace. Super freaking gorgeous. Available on the website, CrystalineMars.com. We have aura quartz with a little bell on her. And as you can see, they all fit in your hand. So they're about that large. Right, I don't have a really big hand. But yeah, so this is the aura quartz one. Super aura quartz and cat's eye with a little bell to cleanse energy as well. We have, and if we do have a bundle deal too. If somebody wanted to cop all these, you get all these for $177. So just let me know if you do want to go with her. But this is one of my favorites as well. Like, this is tiger's eye on the top. I don't know if y'all ever saw the SpongeBob episode when I can't remember, but remember the guy that looks like Squidward? Remember the bougie squid? It was one of those episodes where he was like the king or something like that. I just saw that. I saw that with the tiger's eye on the top. But I love this, like, this drip little look effect on the top. But this is a protection one. We have our evil eye, tiger's eye, hematite, and obsidian. So this one is great for grounding and cleansing. We have a rose quartz. All right, great for healing, unconditional love, empathy, compassion. Also good for love rituals, self-love rituals, and again, cleansing. All right, working with the heart chakra. Super freaking beautiful. Again, you can see better pictures on the website. And lastly but not leastly, this is one of my favorites too. So simple but so cute. We have the shells wand or necklace if you'd like. And this one is great for healing. Okay, shells are great for healing as well as fertility. Okay, so I love and cleansing. And so these are the 7 wands available. So y'all go grab them while they last. CrystallineMars.com. Thank y'all in advance. Again, these are available as a wand or a necklace. You get to choose how you want to use the energy. Ashe, thank y'all so much for your likes. Thank you, Apex. Welcome in. Crystal said they really are so gorgeous. You were piggybacking off of graffiti. Thank you. Melody said, wow, amazing. Loving it. You're smashing it, babe. Thank you. Would y'all be interested in smoke wands? I came across that today, and I created some or one in the past, but I was wondering if that was something that y'all would like. So it would be like a wand, like a handheld wand, and you could put the blunt. You could put your blunt in it and really raise your vibe. It will have crystals on it. It'll be copper wrapped. So let me know if y'all are interested in that for all of my Blazy babes. I wonder how Blaze is doing. I send you love. So y'all let me know about that, and I'll definitely have those coming soon as well if y'all do want that. Graffiti said, I love the selenite chakra wand. Thank you. I love them too. Peace, y'all. Peace just be one. Taekwon. Ashe. Ashton said, are you Sigma? No, in spirit I am. In spirit I am. But no, I'm not. Amber said, hi. Hi, Amber. Ray Bay said, yes. Yes to the smoke wands. Ashe. So we got one yes. Nobody else gave me any feedback. I know y'all be smoking in here. Don't be trying to act like y'all don't fucking smoke in this bitch. You said a what wand? A smoke wand. So it's like it's a wand made of copper, and I'll just create a hole for you to put your blunt in, for you to place your blunt in, and you can hold your wand and hit your blunt and have a high vibe. Literally, you can vibe high, even higher. And it'll be really cute. I have different crystals on it. And, you know, I'll try to make some not too cute for the masculine energies, right? Some that are not too bedazzled. But Apex said, I said for sure. Okay, I didn't know what you was talking about. Okay, so we got 2 yeses. We got 3 yeses. Okay, we got 4 yeses. Okay, cool. You said I smoke herbs, lavender mostly. Right, whatever you smoke. Whatever you smoke. Amber said, those sound really cute. I eat edibles and use tinctures, but I still like one. Ashe. Ashe. Graffiti said, oh yeah, I'm currently sparking up. Let me snatch one up. Ashe. Yeah, so I'm going to create some. Taekwon said yes. Ashe said yes. Okay. Y'all better to fuck order them, because y'all know y'all be sickening as hell. I love y'all too, y'all. I think I ran a lovely away the other day. Remember I was getting on Abraham? Bitch, Abraham DM'd me. Y'all know I'm going to tell y'all T. Don't tell nobody. But Abraham DM'd me and was like, I didn't appreciate how you called me out on live, and it didn't say that Abraham was following us, so I think Abraham unfollowed us. I said, damn. I told him, I was like, you know, it's all love. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say though. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. So I thank y'all for having thick skin, bitch. For because you know it's all love. You know I'm gonna say what the fuck I'm gonna say. But you welcome to stay, you welcome to go. But let's grow. Abraham said, I don't like the way you went in on live. I said, lovely. I'm just saying, because you did the refund. I didn't know what was going on, so I'm just going to have to say what I got to say now. I'm going to say what I got to say now. I think I was pretty light with it, you know? TT said he'd be all right. I said, well, hell, everybody ain't for me. You know, I guess everybody ain't going to get it, you know? With, I had stepped on something sharp not too long ago, and the guy was like, what did you step on? Because I was like, that hurt. And I told him, I was like, this thing right here. And so he stepped on. He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, them damn barbarian feet. He's like, you the one who got the tribal feet. I was like, well, obviously they ain't too damn tribal, because I felt that little sharp thing. You ain't feel shit, Mr. Barbarian. Anyway, so thank y'all for having barbarian skin, bitch. Thank you for having the tribal toes, bitch, okay? So let's go ahead and flow with the show. He said he got the tribal feet. Shut up, bitch. These my ancestors' hands and toes. They definitely are. So, y'all, let's get into what they be saying. Let's get into it. Let's get into the message of the day. And the message of the day is you deserve ease and flow. You deserve ease and flow. The message of the night, right? So we want to close out tonight with just allowing, create a space for yourself tonight. Before you go to bed, I want you to really just reflect on how far you've come this week. I want you to reflect on how far you've come this month. I want you to reflect on how far you've come this year. I want you to reflect on how far you've come this life. And let's just invite in some kindness for ourselves. Period. You're doing the damn thing. I don't care if you feel like a turtle. Okay? You're overstepping the hurdles. All right? So let yourself breathe. Take off the fucking girdles. Y'all know I'm going to come up with a bar or two. Y'all already know how I come through. But that's really just a message. That's really just a message. It's just an imitation of ease. And for us to be kind to ourselves. And this is not in an egotistical way where I'm saying hype yourself up and tell yourself you the shit. No, because obviously there are still areas that we all have to improve in, that we all have to grow in. But can we smell the flowers? Can we smell our flowers? Right? So I want you to give yourself your flowers. It could just be, like I said, you reflecting over something that you accomplished this week. Like, okay, I did that. You know, it could have been emotionally tumultuous for some of us, but you still showed up to work. You still showed up for your kids. You know what I mean? So a little goes a long way. And it's not that you shouldn't have to do something so big and major for you to be held, for you to be seen, for you to see yourself. So let's celebrate our little wins. Okay? So that's what I got for the message of the night. We're now going to go ahead and move into our daily energy check-in. Peace and love. Welcome into all of y'all who are joining us. Peace, Lemonade. You said run you that 250. Oh, no. Lemonade. Abraham wasn't the 250 lovely. Oh, hell no. Oh, bitch, I wouldn't have felt bad for the 250 lovely. Abraham was the lovely who sent in the 15 for the live reading, and then they refunded. But he said that he used his daddy's card, and his daddy had did that. Your daddy's son head ass. So that's who he was. I gave him a reading, and then he reneged, but he said he did it on his dad's card. You dig? I was like, Ashe. I was just saying, so that shit don't happen again. Cool. D. Madison said, hey, I'm new to your channel, and I'm loving you already, boo. Ashe, welcome. Amber said, I'm trying to be kind to myself and do self-care, but I just lost my best friend. My condolences. My condolences. Amber, you look kind of familiar. Amber, you look familiar. Amber, you live in Atlanta? I know somebody named Amber, and she look like you, at least from the picture. But, yeah, Ashe. Peace, the artist. I sent your order off today, the artist. The artist said, bitch, I'm gonna take heed, and I'm gonna get what I need. The artist ordered her oils. You said, thank you. I've been in here before. You said, no, I'm in Illinois. Okay. Mama Mars in the house. Ashe, hey, Ma. Okay, come on, leave me alone. Wait, what you say, Crystal? Come on, money itch, bitch. Crystal said, hey, I was going to make a joke about that candle. Laugh aloud. That would have been Abrahamish of me. If I didn't send that amount for the candle, for sure. But I was ready to take the L because I'm like, that's what you get for being so fast. Okay, y'all, come on, y'all. Stop talking to me. Leave me alone. Y'all keep talking, but I got to keep going. You said, yes, I got my tracking number. Sharon. So I'll be covering the daily energy for tomorrow, Saturn day. I know we will not be here tomorrow, so we will reconvene on Sunday. So I look forward to that. But I'll be covering the daily energy for June 7th. It is a 22 universal date. If you add up all the numbers, they add up to 22, which is Queen Builder energy. 22 is all about you using your intuition, because that 22 is double 2 energy, which is double Cancer, double intuitive energy. 22 adds up to 4, which is Aquarius energy, which is an air sign, and it's about taking your intuition and your thoughts and actually grounding that to build. Okay, so this will be a great day to get clear on your vision, to create a vision board, to those of you who do resonate with that, or to do some meditation, some guided meditations when it comes to maybe creating or aligning with your dream timeline in the spiritual realm. Okay, using visualization. This will also be a great day to tie up loose ends. It is the last day of the week, and it is a 7-day, and 7 represents completions as well. So nonetheless, we definitely want to focus on our desired outcomes and be very, very, very intentional in all that we do. And I do feel like there is a balance that needs to be had on this day, because we do want to maximize this 22 energy that's here for us to build, to use, but then also be mindful of falling into like the lower vibration of being lazy and not getting anything done. So you may feel called to do a little sprinkle and then take it easy for the rest of the day, or take it easy for the rest of the day and end your day off going hard. I don't know how that's going to look for you, but we definitely want to move in both realms, the physical and the spiritual, just not overdoing one or the other. Okay. And also I picked up this energy of collective feeling very giving and willing to help, feeling very willing and giving, you know. So you may find that you're feeling very generous on this day, and let the love flow. Okay. So the colors for the day are peach and purple. So y'all can go ahead and leave, I guess, your pink and purple hearts down below, because they don't have peach hearts. But I forgot to give us our declaration for today, tonight's message. Oh, I love this. Some of you may need to. I just got a response from a leave me the fuck alone ritual that I did for a client. Some of y'all may need to book that though. But what we have here, speaking of tying up loose ends, right? But the declaration I invite you all to share that goes with the nightly message is, I am proud of how far I've come, comma, even if no one sees it but me. I love this. I am proud of how far I've come, even if no one sees it but me. I am proud of how far I've come, even if no one sees it but me. So y'all go ahead and leave that into the comments and speak that life over yourself. And again, not everybody knows what you go through. Not everybody knows your battles. Not everybody knows what it feels like, right? Not everybody knows how far you've come. Some of you are in rooms, like people are experiencing who you are today, but they weren't there when you were in that low spot. They weren't there when you were broke. They weren't there when you were, you know, depressed or on drugs or whatever that was for you, you know, when you were crashing out, right? They may just be experiencing this version of you that you've evolved into being today, and it may be frustrating. And even some people were there as well, actually, who witnessed you, and they're just not giving you your flowers, and that's okay. At the end of the day, those are your flowers for you to give yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the one who was sitting in that. At the end of the day, you know where you came from, you know where you are, and you know where you still have to grow. So do you see yourself? And the more you begin to see yourself, the less bother you become when it comes to if others see you or not. Even if others hear you or not. Because most times that when we find ourselves frustrated because we don't feel seen, we don't feel heard, we don't feel respected, we don't feel appreciated, that is really something that we are not showing up for ourselves. Like, we're not hearing ourselves. We're not honoring what our intuition is telling us. You know what I mean? We are not seeing our accomplishments. We are not appreciating our efforts. You know what I mean? So it's about you seeing you at the end of the day. And the more you see you, the more you will be seen. It's all a reflection, I mean. Ashe, I love y'all, and I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. I love y'all, and I remind y'all every day, I know that you're growing, especially to the OGs who connect with us nightly. Even if it's not every night, regularly, I know you are. Because our vibe here and what we do here is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. So for those who it is for, I know what we doing over here. I know Brother Lagos and I are growing. So whoever we pour into, and you still choose to show up, you're getting what you need. Even if you don't apply it right then, you're getting what your soul needs. whether it's healing, confirmation, validation, whatever it is, activation. So speaking of activation and Brother Guys, I did add his services to the website, y'all. And they are so beautiful. Like he did, if y'all were not here, Brother Guys did run down his different services. So if you'd like to hear him talk about it, you can look on last night's live to get more of like a, on live description. But I added all 7 of his services to the website, and I think his lowest service is like $25 for a prayer. His prayers are dumb freaking powerful. He has like a compatibility, like a twin flame chart reading. He has a soul discovery meditation. Like he has some fire ass services, like dead ass. I want a book, head ass. So if y'all are ready for the Divine Masculine's perspective, and I'm super excited because y'all know I always had my services, and Brother Guys, like I told y'all, he ain't new to none of this. He was just in the fucking shadows. And so I am honored and I'm excited to be now sharing this space with my Divine Masculine. Even though he did have 3 services up there, he's showing up more. And so I'm excited that he's choosing to walk out loud in the spotlight with me, to be of service for y'all. So a lot of y'all vibe with me, but I do encourage y'all to lean into that duality. Come on, duality. Did y'all get y'all duality oil, your Gemini oil? Come on, duality. Ashe. So let's get an angel number to start us out. We have 0110. Okay, so this 11 is 11 master number, has to do with, okay, so we're talking about the 22 energy. We talked about the 22 energy as far as like that building, but now we have the 11, which is also another master energy, which is double Leo energy. So this is spirit calling for you to move more confidently, okay, for you to take lead, for you to take charge over your life, over your mind, and also to start to use your talents and skills and gifts for the greatest and highest good of all people. 11s, 22s, 33s, those master numbers are all about being of service for a greater and higher good for humanity, for community here. So with this 0110, this is a call for you to stand out and do not box yourself. Do not box yourself. And I'm just thinking about me now, how I am just bringing a lot of different things to the table. Like at first I used to just do tarot, and then I lean more into, when it comes to Crystaline Mars brand, I hid in the shadows, and I was just bringing jewelry to the page. But now I'm allowing myself to share my rituals, out loud with y'all. I'm bringing different types of merchandise that I am creating by hand to the website. Like we don't just have necklaces, anklets, earrings, and bracelets. Like we're branching out, and I'm allowing myself to explore these different avenues and to share these different things. So don't fixate yourself into one thing. Don't lock yourself into one lane. I'm not saying you got to be all over the place and do all of these different things, but I'm just inviting you to open your mind and for you to challenge your belief system. For you to challenge your belief system. Welcome in, Mystique. Welcome back, babe. Welcome in, Leather, Hugh, Fawn, Sneed, Shay. Welcome into all of y'all on TikTok as well. So let's see what else we have here. If y'all would like a reading, y'all can send your love offerings in CrystalineMars.com for your bookings. You can send your love offerings in through Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, Zelle, Super Chat as well. I will be closing the doors soon. We are running divine, but I will be closing the doors in about 10 minutes or so. We have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Mirror in reverse. Who or what is triggering you? So speaking of the duality energy, there could definitely be some mirrors, some reflections here, and you may be trying to escape something. You may be trying to run away from something. I was talking lovely in my life, because right now they're facing, like something that's very challenging for them. And I was just like, we got to sit in it. Like we can't keep calling off of work. We can't keep running away. And they are in alignment with their path. Like they want to stay in the field that they're in, but it's just a lot that comes with it right now, and or a lot that they're dealing with right now. And so I was talking to another lovely in my life about that lovely, and it was just like, I think it's just a sign that they need to go ahead and leave, that they need to go ahead and leave. And I'm like, it's not about running. It's not about running, because yes, they can leave that job, they could get a new career or whatever, but at the end of the day, if this is where they choose to be, if this is where their soul choose to be, if this is what they say resonates with them, if this is what they say is in alignment with them, then at some point in time, they're going to have to fortify themselves and face this, sit in this, and stand in this. You know what I mean? It's not about just running when you're uncomfortable to that safe space. And so this could be something for y'all too. This could be relationships that y'all are running from. This could be truths that y'all are running from. Things about yourself that you're running from. Maybe decisions that you've made in the past are now coming back up. Some of us may have had like abortions or STDs, or may have stolen, may have cheated, or may have just accepted certain things, and may have done some things that are out of character, said some things out of character, and maybe our karma is coming back to smack us in the face in whatever way, shape, or form, rather it's through a person, rather it's through that thing coming back to the surface or something. And this is a call for us to really look at ourselves in the mirror and to take accountability, but then choose how we are going to move forward. Do not move into that victim space, because it's only going to move you into a weaker vibration. And at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure we can all agree on the fact that we want to be secure within ourselves. We want to feel and be strong. We want to be able to stand in the midst of the storm, in the midst of the chaos, and be peace. But how can we be peace again if we continue to run, or we're ready to tap out, or we shell soon as it gets heavy? So who or what is triggering you right now? Who or what is triggering you right now? And this is also a reflection. You may be triggering some people around you, because you may not even be triggered like that for real. There could be little things that kind of get to you, but you may be actually triggering people into their awakening. There may be certain things that you're being called to do and show up with this 11 energy that's going to help the people, that's going to help. And it's an exchange that happens, because it is through this person, through this job, through this situation, that's gifting you the opportunity to now rise, to now lead, to now be intentional. Okay. And some of us, we have to, I was thinking about this today, because I've been really having to clank down on my niece lately. I have a Capricorn moon, and I talked to y'all about how I could be really disconnected emotionally when it comes to, emotions. And normally I empathize with my niece, but over the past few months, I've just been called up, right, by my higher self, like, we got to come with some different energy. She's about to be 16. We got to start holding her accountable. We got to start having these real ass conversations with her. We got to start showing her herself, and how, if she continues to walk down this path, what she can possibly, what kind of consequences come with that, what kind of path she's going on. We have to be honest. And so today I had to get in her ass again. I just had to get in her ass like a month ago. And it's kind of different for me, because I don't like to really, though I can be disconnected, I like to, my Leo, right, likes to speak life into people. My Leo likes to be very, meet you at the heart, right? And my Capricorn moon is calling for me to meet them at the core, and then meet in the middle. You know what I mean? And so I had to get in her ass again today, and I was just like, I ran to my pendulum. I'm like, did I do too much? Because I'm like, I asked myself, and I sat with myself, and I'm like, did I do too much? Like, am I being a little too hard? Was I too dismissive of what she was talking about? Because it's the same old story, and it's like, it's not working anymore. Like, it never was working. And I'm like, I just don't like the way I don't like really being in that position. And so some of us may resonate with that, where there could be things that your ancestors or your job, maybe your position or something, it may require for you to have some kind of sternness, some kind of seriousness to you. And it's just like, like I don't want to make them feel no kind of way. Some of y'all may be Libras as well. Libras definitely are more like, they're very considerate of how they speak, or they considerate of like what other people think about how they are, how they come off and stuff like that. So some of y'all may have like a Libra sun, moon, rising, north node or something like that as well. Even if you don't have a Libra placement, again, you could be called up to, again, trigger some shifts. And it may be a little uncomfortable, but it's necessary. Somebody got to do it. Peace, Jazz. I am well. Thank you. Just give me one more from this deck. Then we're going to move on. Thanks. So we have longing for home, belonging, the original light worker in reverse. Yeah, so with this longing from home, longing for home, again, this could be you longing for like a comfort, some comfort space, but your soul is like, I'm trying to get back home to my core. Your soul is like, I want to fulfill my purpose, my soul urge, I want to do what I came here to do. And it starts here. It starts with me. It starts with you. So what are you being called to do? What are you being called to create? What are you being called to build? How are you being called up? What are you being called to trigger? What is triggering you? What are your intentions for what you say and for what you do? And some of us may feel a little punished, because I'm thinking about like the compassion and like the message of the night is like, you deserve ease, you deserve flow and things like that. But at the end of the day, it is that resistance. It is that tough love where we really grow. Yes, the ease and the compassion and the softness does serve its purpose. But just like what they say, what's the saying with the children? What is it, y'all? Y'all help me, because I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm going to butcher it. Spare the rod, something the kid. You know what I'm talking about? But long story short, even if you don't know what I'm talking about, what I'm trying to say is that being too soft, that being too compassionate, that not holding accountability energy can be a crutch. It can be enabling to not just yourself, but to the people around you. Spare the rod, spoil the child. See, that's why I love y'all. Teamwork made a motherfucking dream work. But yeah, spare the rod, spoil the child. And so it's like, are you going to spoil the energy? You know what I mean? Or are you going to come with the tough love, the tough lessons that's going to actually help that person grow? And a lot of us are going through that as well, where we're learning, what we need to learn. These mirrors are coming up, like not to torture us, but for us to see us. We're discovering ourselves, right? So what selves are resurfacing for us to see? We have got to go. What's this got to go energy? We have unexpected money. Ooh. Unexpected money, got to go. Walk away from toxicity. We have electrical issue. Okay. So somebody could be having some unexpected money come through. It could be like a little scratch off that somebody wins. It does feel like it's a little thing that happens that you want to be big grateful for, because it's like something that's unraveling here. Something is unraveling here. It does feel like got to go with this electrical issue. There was maybe some static, some resistance here when it comes to y'all financial flow. Some of y'all are manifesting like multiple streams of income, but it's just like something isn't consistent. You know, maybe something comes in waves and then it slows down. It's like somebody wants consistent flow here. Somebody wants consistent flow. Let me see. I shade crystal. Yeah, we have the Three of Wands. Got to go. This is expansion energy here. Full moon in Sagittarius. That's what this Three of Wands is. Full moon in Sagittarius. Ooh, and Sagittarius full moon is on the 11th. We did have the 11 card here. Sagittarius is the planet is ruled by Jupiter, which is a planet of expansion, right? Expanding your vision, opening your mind up, traveling spiritually, mentally, physically, freeing yourself. And that's what this Three of Wands energy is here as well. So we're going to feel this urge to break free from toxicity the closer we get to this full moon. Some of us may be closing up some kind of cycle here. Some of us could be closing up some kind of cycle here. The moon did officially enter Scorpio today as well. And we have Mercury entering Cancer. Interesting. Yeah. Intuition's about to be on fucking 1,000. Because Sagittarius is also like the most spiritual fire sign. Because Sagittarius is the last fire sign before the astrological year ends. So it's like the more mature out of all of the fire signs. So we have that. We have Mercury entering Cancer, which is going to bring, Mercury entering Cancer, which is going to bring more heightened intuition. Mercury is going to be in Cancer for like the next year and a half. So a lot of our focus is going to be shifting more into that ease and flow and taking care of the home, internal and external, and nurturing our relationships. But then with the moon being in Scorpio as well, this is very intuitive, spiritual, healing energy that we're in now. Yeah, tomorrow we definitely want to take it easy. Tomorrow is going to be a great day for cleansing and also setting up protective borders. Okay, working with Ogun tomorrow on Saturn Day, or your protective warriors. The doors are closed, y'all, for readings tonight. Ogun for clearing obstacles, as well as setting up traps for interferences that may try to come through. We have the Reveler. Cycles, like I talked about, the cycles closing up, celebration, fate, change. Tomorrow is Saturn Day, and Saturn is the planet of karma, that fate energy. Something's coming together so beautifully. Some of you may feel a little staticky, like it's hard for you to see what's going on. Yeah, it's giving like blindfold energy, but I do see like this surprise here. I do see a surprise here. Yeah, speaking of surprise, we have the red bow with the car, insurance. So Spirit's like, I got you covered. So whoever needed that. So this could have something to do with somebody's car situation, somebody's living situation with these suitcases, somebody's job situation, somebody's money situation. Spirit's like, I got you covered here with this red bow. We did talk about today with this red and green, this Christmas energy, right? I understand a lot of us don't celebrate the holidays, but that Christ energy, this heightened awareness, this higher level, this higher ranking. Graduation gift. Some of y'all may definitely be getting some unexpected money through like cash apps or just generous love. It doesn't have to be financial, We have the moon. The moon does, this is that Cancer and Mercury energy. A lot of our expansion is going to come through showing up for the people around us too. So we definitely want to, you may feel like you have a lot going on and you may really just want to like isolate yourself from the world, or isolate yourself from your kids, or isolate yourself from your partner. But this is not the time to do that. This is the time to lean into that. Ask for help. Be honest. Be vulnerable. Rise to the occasion, because that's where your expansion and growth is going to come from. Your luck as well. Jupiter will be entering Cancer as well very soon on Monday. So we have some very pivotal transits that are happening right now. So we're going to have Jupiter in Cancer. We're going to have Mercury. I lied. I said Mercury going to be in Cancer for the next year and a half. That's Jupiter that's going to be in Cancer for the next year and a half. And Jupiter in Cancer is going to bring a lot of expansion through our relationships, through nurturing, through taking care of family matters and home and things like that. Mercury is going to be in Cancer for like a few weeks. We have a bundle of joy. Somebody may be getting pregnant soon as well, or somebody may be, I'm getting like this adoptee. I'm not sure, you could be watching some kids for a while, or somebody's about to be like a stepmother or a stepfather. I see this stepmother, stepfather energy here as well. And this could be like some kind of support that comes through the child support for some of us. Or maybe some kind of benefits from having a child or something like that. Somebody got benefits. This is benefits. Whatever, and even if it's not a human baby, whatever this is that you're birthing, it has benefits here. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. I can't wait to meet Con. All I see is little Con. Let's see. Somebody has been having like really restless nights. We have the devil here. We have the moon and we have the devil. That's the moon in Capricorn. That's Cancer, Capricorn energy here. So, with this Capricorn, what's this devil energy? We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. Slow. Capricorn is slow down. 8 of Wands is slow movement in reverse. It's slow movement. The moon is, so something slowly but surely happening. Something slowly but surely happening. And so your soul, your spirit is just having you do different things to align, to prepare for what's coming in. But it's for sure happening. Whatever it is that you've been praying on so freaking hard, whatever it is that's resonating deeply with your soul, and you just can't sleep or can't let go of this vision, that is for a reason. That is for a reason. Some of you may feel very delusional because maybe you've been holding on to faith. You've been having this vision for fucking ever. And I like to say it was delulu till the shit came true. And that's what I feel for you. Some of y'all are fixated on something. You're just like, damn, like, I don't see shit moving for real outside, but it still ain't moving inside either. It's still, I'm still standing on that, or I still want that, or I still see that for myself or for us. All right, we're closing out. We have the Fool and we have tight budget. This is so freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh, we have great fortune here. Tight budget, moving from tight budget to great fortune. Great fortune is card number 26, which adds up to 8, which is this Capricorn devil energy. Capricorn is all about learning those lessons, slowly building and cultivating discipline, being responsible, closing up karmic cycles. And once you do this work, that's why we want to lean into the negativity. The negativity serves its purpose. The negativity serves its purpose. The duality, right? And so once we navigate this, some of y'all can even benefit from Brother Lagas's service. I think it's a karma reading. It's a karma reading. I can't remember the exact name, but it's a karma reading that he looks at based off your birth chart, and it's going to literally tell you what your karma is in this life. And when you understand what your karma is, when you understand what your birth chart, your cartomancy chart, what these things are made up of, you can then choose to either flow, to accept, or to resist, to deny, to suppress. Okay? But if you choose to lean into this, if you choose to accept the fate, right, of just what is, because some shit we just can't change. And that's the thing too. Sometimes we just think, or if I pray enough, or if I meditate enough, or I do enough rituals, that's going to break it. Baby, you got to let your karma do what it do. But do you even understand what that looks like for you? If you don't, you have us here, again, to assist you. But if we align with the higher timeline and we just accept what is and continue to persevere and continue to evolve and pay our karmic debt in full, we will align with this great fortune energy. But it's not going to come easy. It's not going to come easy, right? Some of us, our budget is a little tight and we're being forced to sit down. We're being forced to sit down, to slow down, to think about what we're spending before we spend it. But again, depending on how we align, that's going to determine what path we walk down with this fool. With this fool. So if you're in a space that you don't like, do what's necessary. Become who you need to become so you can experience something greater. So you can create and experience heaven. All right? Don't let the uncomfortability and the negativity just have you running. No, you can run away from it, but let's charge ahead. Let's evolve. Not running in fucking circles. If something is so uncomfortable for you, let that be the thing that fuels you. Like, I gotta get up. I got to go. That's the purpose that negativity serves. So, I'm about to go ahead and text Brother LaGuys because we about to go ahead and transition. And then I'm gonna close us out in a minute. Ready, Asali. You don't like where you are, you don't like who you are, make the shifts needed, and then your external reality will shift accordingly. So, let's close out with a fortitude. No, we're going to close out with one fortitude. Y'all know I like to do them. I like to work with them both. Fortitude and unveiled. Ashe Crystal said this was a beautiful read. Ashe. So we're going to close out with one from here. Let me flip these on the same page. We got to be on the same page, babe. Hold on. They ain't got to be all upright, right? We could have some upside down. We could read reversals. But they do need to be facing the same direction. Okay. Are you in alignment with your highest self? Or are you going against the fucking grain? Going against what you praying for? All right, let's see what we got. He said another closeout. Ashe, let's see what we got. Apex said, I'm a Sag, Pisces moon, heavy vibes. Ashe. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I send them back times a million. On TikTok. What's our closeout? I'm so thirsty. Hold on, y'all. All right. All right. So for our closeout, we have what can you learn? What can you learn from this situation or person? I couldn't keep the card in my hand. So there may be something that you're being called to go ahead and move forward from. You may be still holding on to something, holding on to somebody's. Again, it's like Give yourself permission to graduate. What the hell? What the hell are you on? What's being triggered? What's being mirrored back to you? What can you learn from the situation or the person? That's whatever this is that's really heavy in your life right now. Give me one more or two more. Don't spend energy on what they are doing. Who are you being? Lead by example. Coming back to this 11 energy, this leadership energy. Lead by example. Don't worry about what they're doing. Who are you being? Are you being childish? Are you being bitter? Are you being a dickhead? Are you being a bitch? Right? Are you being mature? Are you being direct? Are you being clear? Are you being inconsistent? Are you being wishy-washy? Are you being a liar? Are you being manipulative? Are you being honest? Who are you being? When are you going to choose to end this cycle? You're choosing to, when are you going to end this cycle? You're choosing to remain here. You have the choice to leave. Confirmation. Confirmation. We just said the card I couldn't hold on to the card. It's time for you to go ahead and move on. Okay, you have to give yourself the green light. Green or red, live or dead. Stop or go, fast or slow. It's all on you. It's all on you. Some of y'all may be some fixed energy. You may be stuck in some kind of comfort zone, like I said, out of fear. And you're like, oh, I don't know what else is on the other side. Well, you won't know till you go. You won't know until you go. And so before you just take a leap of faith in the physical, pray on it. Pray on it. Go into the spiritual realm. Pray on it. Go seek. Seek the path that is being illuminated, but maybe it's a little smoke. Go into a guided meditation. Book your services to help you see the path clearly, to help you connect the dots, to help you understand, overstand, and understand what the fuck's going on, what's coming, what's going, what's within, what's without. But until you actually make a conscious decision, you're going to be here, boom, 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 at the crossroads, looking crazy. Looking crazy. Looking lost, carrying it all by yourself, frustrated, because you didn't let it go. You may be holding on to something that somebody said or did, and they going about their motherfucking way, and you still stressed the fuck out. If you're not appreciated at your job, if you're not getting the exchange that you feel like you need or whatever, all right, let's go ahead and search for a new job. Let's go ahead and level up. You don't have to stay here. But again, if this is what you choose to do, let's rise. Either way, you're going to need to rise. If you're going to sit in it, stand in it, you're going to have to rise. If you're going to leave, I encourage you to rise. If not, you're going to run back into the same situation. Like I talked about when I told you I was talking to the lovely recently. They like, no, this is where I want to be. All right, well, let's lean into this uncomfortability. Who do we need to become so we can get the job done? Where we are. If you don't want to be here, you're like, this ain't in alignment. Okay, cool. Again, where do we need to shift our vibe, our energy, our consciousness? Where do we need to level up? What skills, what trades? What do we need to learn? Whatever. So these tables can turn. So either way, you got to level up. If you want more, you got to do more. You got to be more intentional. You got to do more of what you don't want to do. And when I say you may have to do more of what you don't want to do, I mean, it may just be something as simple as, expanding your comfort zone. You may not want to move out of where you're comfortable. You may not want to go into the unknown. You may not want to start a new job. But you do want what comes with it, though. So I'm about to close out with our Fortitude deck. Y'all could get y'all Oracle decks, CrystalineMars.com. I like to pair the Fortitude with the Unveiled. The Fortitude is more like that Scorpio dark energy, and the Unveiled is more like the Scorpio dark mysticism energy, and the Fortitude is more like light Leo energy. So they both, it's like dual. They work beautifully together. The more you ignore, the more pain you endure. The more you ignore, the more pain you endure. The more pain and resistance you will endure. Stop attempting to re-enter rooms you've already left. The door is closed for a reason, not a season. So you see how these go back together? Like, when are you going to close the door? When are you going to not continue to go back to see something real quick, or to check up on your ex real quick? Or like, where do you keep peeping your head back in? Where do you keep peeping your head back in? What are you ignoring again? And then we have the only way out is in. Until you understand and master yourself, the energy will trigger you again and again. Tell me the energy wasn't in alignment today. You experience breakthrough when you break through. You are built for this. In order to grow stronger, you must exercise these muscles regularly. This test will soon be a testimony. Be true to thy own self, or will you be phony? Egg, cheese, and bologna, bitch. Ashoni. Thank y'all for sharing this space. Thank you so much, Miss Carolyn Starry Night, for your super chat. We return it times a million times 10. Again, Brother Lagass's spiritual services are now available for booking on the website. Along with myself, head over there, get what y'all need, get y'all spiritual tools, gems, jewels. Thank y'all for sharing this space. Y'all stay with us. I'm about to go head in the comments and meet y'all over there. But we're now about to get into our spiritual lesson for the night. Oh, let's close out with our declaration real quick. Our declaration for tonight is going to be... I show up exactly as who I say I am. I show up exactly as who I say I am. I show up exactly as who I say I am. Goddamn. Michaela, why you say that? What happened? All right. And don't forget to get y'all wands, y'all. CrystalineMars.com, your wands or your necklaces. Which one is y'all fave? The shells? The rose quartz? The protection one? The SpongeBob crown? Aura quartz? The other aura quartz? The sphere aura quartz? The chakra one? Or the ocean jasper? What's y'all fave? I love them all. Cause they think I love them, but I love them all. I love them all. Yeah, yeah. Okay, y'all. I'll see y'all later. He said I love them all. I told y'all they're available for all of y'all. I mean, for $177 if you want them. So, okay, y'all. We about to go ahead and move on. You like the ocean jasper? Me too, Casper. Ashe.
Peace, family.
Grace.
Today's scripture lesson is on the process of transcending. Transcending has at least these 5 components. Overall, the main actual component is really one component, or in another sense, you could say it's 4 components. uh, the 4 make up really the 5th. And the main component, the true component is energetically, right? So it's all about transcending energetically, right? Which just means going to a level energetically that allows you to um, go beyond this current the current laws of this reality, right? To get there energetically, fully energetically, you must transcend spiritually, which is pretty close to the idea of energetically, but it has to do with the um, absorbing all of the egos into the one soul. Ashe, seeing past all of the different deities and entities and constructs, right? Spiritually, emotionally, right? Which is not necessarily controlling your emotions, um, but it's more knowing which direction to point your emotions, knowing how to work with your emotions at the right time, knowing how to use your emotions to activate, more energy or balance or wield more energy. Physically, right? Which just has to do with exercise, and not just regular exercise, but the type of exercise that hardens the body, hardens the bones, hardens the muscles, hardens the ligaments, hardens the skin, right? Hardens the body. Um, this means a lot of repetitious exercises, um, as well as a lot of functional movement exercises as well. And then the other one we have is mental, which is has to do with understanding, right? Um, Pushing your mental understanding to a point to where uh, even without studying necessarily every field or every area, even if it's a new area, but being able to see beyond, and basically having an understand, get to the point to where you can understand things that you're not even familiar with, understand certain fields or industries that you're not familiar with, but just because you have such a uh, incredible foundational understanding, um, that you can just pick up on it just by seeing it for the first time. Also, mental for the mental transcendence has to do with the ability to perfect one's focus, to perfect one's focus, right? The perfect focus is one that is completely and only pointed in the direction of transcendence. It's completely pointed in the direction of transcendence, which basically means completely and consistently pointed in the direction of I want to say the direction of completely dedicated to um, manipulating and uh, um, controlling and wielding. Really, wielding is the better word. Completely committed mentally to wielding one's own energy, as well as developing one's energy. Right. That is the true transcendent uh, mental aspect. Shay. So that's today's spiritual lesson. We'll go to the Q&A and to any face-to-faces as well. Shay, we have an ancestral spiritual guide. Now, Shay, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Ashe. Or yeah, Ashe. Now I will give a preface. Because now on the website crystalinemars.com, I do have all the services up there, or Dublé, she has them all up there. I really need to actually look over and make sure that everything's put up there the way I need it to be. But it is on there, crystalinemars.com. And one of the services I have is the ancestral spiritual guide discovery guided meditation, right? So I will do this one here for graffiti, right? We won't go too deep into it because it's not the full process, right? It's not the full process, right? And there's a certain level of limitation when it comes to doing these type of things in the public, right? But we will still create a certain level of connection with an ancestor, right? And once again, that ancestor can be one that's lived, that you know of, or then passed away. They could have lived. It could be an ancestor who is not necessarily directly related to you, but you just have a connection with, right? Like a Shaka Zulu or something, right? Like that type of concept. It could be a deity, an entity. It could be a depiction of you. Like maybe the ancestor is some snowman figure, like Young Jeezy, the rapper, right? He's known as a snowman, right? That's his energy, right? That is a construct of him, a snowman, right? So maybe you might have a snowman version of you. And depending on your connection to these beings, and it could be male, female, feminine, masculine, neutral, a mix of any of multiple of the two. It could be animals, or or more fictional or fairy tale type of mythical type of creatures. It could be anything, right? And the idea is that when you build this connection, when you bring them forth, they now become in a sense, a permanent team member, or at least a long-term team member. I'll say it that way, right? That you can continue to work with, not just as I just call upon you for certain like rituals or something, but I know you actually have conversations with them as if they're right in front of you, type of deal. Ashe. And you might even run into certain beings in this meditation that are neither a direct reflection of you and neither a necessarily bloodline type of entity, but just some new being that at least new to you consciously, that seems to have no direct connection to you, but at the same time, they represent some sort, they represent a very key aspect to your spiritual and physical development and transcendence. Ashe. So, with peace to everybody. In the chat, all of the TikTokers, peace to Apex Anon, and to the OGs on IG, and to the YouTubers. So I don't see any questions. So I'll go ahead and bring graffiti on then.
Morning, the camera. Grace OG.
Peace. How are you feeling?
I'm, I don't know how to describe it. It's not a word for this feeling.
Oh, shit. What was it?
It's not I know right now. But all in all, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
So long as it feels good. As long as it feels good. But then again, there's nothing wrong with feeling bad either.
Yeah. It's not dwell too deep on that.
I share.
Yeah.
I share. And what is your goal for this meditation here?
I would say, from a gut feeling, and when you were explaining it, there is still some past, I don't want to say, let's say dealings that are being brought into light in this life. And with this meditation, I'm just going to awaken that part of me that will help move and navigate through this realm that I'm in and that we're going through.
Say that again.
This
well, I'll ask the question again, and then I want you to try to say it even more better streamlined. So, what's your goal for this meditation?
To awaken that part of me that will assist in the navigation of this realm.
To awaken that part of you that will assist in navigation of this realm. Well, there's many parts of you that will definitely help with that. Now,
or that ancestral part of me, rather.
Now I know you have some, which is actually this is part of the process. I know you have some egos that you already have named, right?
Yes.
And how many of those are there? Six, okay.
7. I'm working on the 7th one.
Okay. And well, the 7th one, they have a face already. You can see them.
That's schematic.
Okay. So you're saying they're a comedic being?
Feels like it.
Feels like it. Okay. The other 6, like you have a full visual of them?
There's one being that's coming to the forefront now. It's like a mix of the shadow part. That's like he's like an ancient warrior. He's coming up as, but yeah, the image is clear.
Okay. Have you seen all of them, or do you, like because you identified them? So how did you identify them? Like how did you identify them? Like was it through sight by seeing them and then you named them, or was it like this a voice that you would hear, or like what how did you identify them?
A mix of the sort.
Okay.
Some will come to me as a voice in my head, and I will speak aloud the name. Others came in Others will come. I think I shared this one with you before. The shadow self, where I was not in a sleep state, but awoken from a sleep state, still paralyzed by the sleep, you know. And I would see him. Others, they came from like connected with nature. It's a mix of the sort. But majority, I will see them either in meditation or otherwise.
Okay. And for you, what is your preferred spiritual what's your preferred look that you like to travel in the spiritual realm?
A lot of times, it's just a vessel of light.
I get that. But yeah. I want to give that light a direction.
Shift.
Right. I want you to shift into a into a representation. Right. I need a representation, right?
Like a serpent, rainbow serpent. It's still a body of light. And that rainbow serpent, especially the rainbow being the being able to reflect all the colors of the chakras of the light spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
With that astral light travel, that's the preferred form.
Okay, so a rainbow serpent.
Yep.
A rainbow serpent. Okay. We'll use that as your transformative body. Now I want your human body, right? Just to give you both types of bodies, right? So you have your serpent body where you can transform into that, but you can transform back into your more humanly state like you are like right now. How would you describe the humanly state of you? How does that look?
Not human at all.
Okay.
It's humanoid.
Okay.
For one.
Humanoid.
But the first thing that appears in my eye, my mind, is like savage feral features, but still very like humanoid in structure.
You said savage.
Be a mix of like copper and fur or scales.
Okay. Copper and fur and scales. Okay. And you're copper colored, are you saying?
Yeah.
Copper colored. Okay. All right. You said fur. What color are your eyes?
It's like a stardust yellow.
Stardust yellow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So we'll start with that for right now, right? Because this is we're going to. Okay. Yeah, we'll start with that. So let's go ahead and begin, and we'll use those tools to assist us.
All
right. So are you ready?
Yeah, we can leave the light on.
Okay. Let's go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath. And take another deep breath. allowing your body to relax from the head to the shoulders, to the neck, the chest, the torso. The energies are slowly relaxing down the hips, the thighs, calves, down to your feet. You can feel a wave of calmness as your arms go limp. And you see a starry sky. A sky filled with thousands, millions, maybe even billions of stars, twinkling, shimmering, with cloud dust of colors around it in the purplish, bluish, tealish, magenta hues. There are comets flying. There are ships passing by. Take a deep breath. I want you to see a yellow lantern and watch the energy in it twirl and swirl, moving, spinning inside of this yellow lantern. Breaking up the blockages inside of your solar plex chakra. As you breathe, you can see the black muck spilling out of this yellow lantern, freeing your solar plex chakra. We open the front hatch to this yellow lantern and out walks your avatar. This being with the scaly, furry, skin with the yellow stardust eyes. What color is the fur?
Scarlet.
What kind of clothes are you wearing?
Regal cloaks.
What's the colors of these clothes?
Yellow and gold.
What animal would you say you resemble? Or what creature?
Jaguar.
Oh, sure. And now next to you, I want you to see ball of light hovering around your avatar body. This ball of light is changing different colors from red to blue to purple to yellow to orange to red, and it floats around you like a fairy would. Turns from magenta to pink, burgundy and brown, golds and silvers, even white and black. It then starts to give off a rainbow type of sparkle. And this rainbow then starts to grow, and it starts to stretch, and it starts to form into a large serpent. This serpent is about half the height of you. It's made of many colors. Can you see the serpent?
I see it.
And I want you to ask serpent, what is, well, actually, does it identify itself on the masculine side or on the feminine side?
Masculine.
Sure. And what name would he prefer to go by?
Ouroros.
Ashe. Ouroros. Fitting, as it is similar to, it is a splinter off of the name Aura. Also Aurora, another version. Ouroros, Ashe. So now you have Ouroros, and then you have you as your avatar. And now, for a brief second here, we want to combine the two. We want to merge the two energies into a new being. 1, 2, 3 come together as the light starts to brighten and fills up the entire space. And then 1, 2, 3, that light starts to now dim and reveal the new transformation. Can you see it?
Spectacular.
Ashe. This is a higher version of yourself, and one that you can use whenever needed or feel necessary. It's a version that you can stay in, or it's a version that you can if better suited, you can always split back up and work as a team that way. Either version is fine. But when merged together, you may find it's possible that it might be more taxing, more energetically draining. On the count of three, we're going to split back apart. 1, 2, 3, release, shift, and reemerge in your original separate forms. 1, 2, 3, you were back stabilized. That's the 2. And now we're going to have the serpent, have Ouroboros, slither his way around your shoulders. Have him drape almost as if it is a part of your cloak. Merging with your clothing, but still, in a sense, separate from your being. Making it easier for you to travel together. More simple. And now we're going to bring in the 7 beings. Well, let's bring in the 6 that you know the names of. You don't have to say their names out loud, but I want you to, inside your mind, say each name. And each name, when you say it, I want you to see a ball of light representing them in front of you until you have all 6 of them hovering around you.
I see.
So let's go ahead and start with the first name inside of your mind. I want you to say it and visualize it. First name, say it in 1, 2, 3, and have them appear. Their energy appears in front of you. Now we'll say the second name. 1, 2, 3. Say the second name inside of your mind and have the energy appear in front of you. And now the third name. 1, 2, 3. Say the third name inside of your mind and have the energy appear in front of you. And now say the fourth name, 1, 2, 3, inside of your mind, and have the energy appear in front of you. Now say the fifth name, 1, 2, 3, inside of your mind, and have the energy appear in front of you. And now say the sixth name, 1, 2, 3, inside of your mind. Have that energy appear in front of you. And with these 6 energies, we will give them 6 colors. You can make them different colors. You can make them the same colors. It's up to you. And then those colors, those lights are then going to transform into jewels, into stones, kind of like the infinity stones. And Auroros is going to wrap its way around your left arm, and its mouth is going to merge onto your hand. Like a glove. And then the first jewel is going to plant itself onto the snake glove. And then 2, the second jewel plants itself. And then 3, the third jewel. And then 4, the fourth jewel. And then 5, the fifth jewel. And then 6, the sixth jewel. Like your own infinity gauntlet. All 6 of the egos. Maybe Auroros might have been the 7th that we were looking for. But all 6 are now merged onto the Auroros glove. Completely within your power, ready to be wielded and utilized in any and all ways that you see fit. At any time, you can always reconstitute this energy, resurface this being that you see of yourself right now. It is a permanent construct as long as you deem so. All 6 and any other 6 can at any time be called forth. Their powers, their energy at any time can be called upon, including the 7th, Auroros. May you and Auroros and the other 6 go on many successful and fruitful missions. And with this we say Ashe, Asante,
Asante.
and Amen.
Amen.
Ime Kamalika,
Ime Kamalika.
it is done.
It is done.
Now you may take a deep breath. And as you breathe out, slowly allow your energy to come back into your body, reawakening your vessel, reestablishing your chi. And when you are revitalized and reestablished, you may open your eyes.
Shit.
How do you feel?
Powerful. Can be not flex. Might cause something I don't want to.
Sounds good.
But no, I'm gonna be booking, bro. Look for my name this weekend on that the soul activation service.
Sure.
Yeah, we gotta take that next step.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you need to you should really focus on your solar plex. It just needs some attention. I think the energies that we just brought forth required a lot of solar plex energy, right? So and when there was some when the chakra's not quite ready or have some disturbance, then it can cause some discomfort. So I can feel that discomfort. So that just means that you just need a little exercise. So doing some chakra rotations there would definitely be helpful. But also I think also it also represents the being that we have just brought forth, or the beings, but the life force that we have just brought forth. It helms from the chakra, from the solar plex. So it's like it is a humanoid, representation of your solar plex energy, right? So also, the more that you work with that being, the more that you do with your avatar, with the Roros, with the jewels, the more that also will activate and stimulate your solar plex chakra, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I've seen the other beings. They more represented the other chakras with the colors. I saw them as so I can definitely see that, and I feel the pulsating now emanating from my solar plex as I just breathe into it. Definitely be exercising it, working with it, and yeah.
That's good. It should be easier to now work with the others, because now you can, just like what Thanos would do, right? You can work with one stone at a time. You can actually project from the jewels. You can project an image of them one at a time, right? If you want to, or you can even, in a sense, you can travel into a jewel to have a more, to get a greater understanding of, those beings, or those chakras, right? Those are portals also. Those jewels are also portals into that chakra.
Bro, I'm definitely gonna run this back. Well, number one for the lesson, because I barely caught it. I was on my phone. But one of these beings particularly has a it's like a rage. It's like a fury that needs to be confronted. That's calling me to confront it. So either I'm gonna go. It's gonna happen in meditation tonight and or tomorrow. And like like when I book, I'll touch in with you on that results of that meditation, and then possibly walk into that space with you, because that's a big part of muscle activation. I feel that lies there.
I sure. Well, I look forward to that. We'll go ahead and I'll let you go and allow you to go on that journey.
Ashe.
And then
I appreciate you for having me on, Lekwa.
Ashe. And we thank you for coming on.
Ashe.
We'll
enjoy y'all day off tomorrow, or your night off tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see y'all on Sunday. See y'all on Sunday.
Those Sundays. We'll reconvene.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Oh, no, don't do that. Oh. I hit the wrong button, but Ashe Asante Amen. Ime Kamalika, it is done.